Alright, December 18th, this weekend, we've got UFC Fight Night, we've got Lewis v Dalkus, and we've got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on that card, fighting Belal, remember the name, Muhammad, who I think is a bit of a troll character these days. He's a very good mixed martial artist, but he's an absolute... don't even want to say what I think of him, really. He's just an absolute idiot, to be honest. You know, all the trash he comes out with online, I think he's just trying to be one of those guys that, trash talks now. It's not working. When he does the UFC panel show, he's clearly an idiot. Doesn't know what on earth he's talking about. It's just, I don't know how anyone can really like Belal Muhammad at this point. He's a bit of a joke. But he's fighting someone in Stephen Wonderboy Thompson now. Obviously, Belal's coming off a win over Damian Maia and a no contest over Leon Edwards in a fight where Leon Edwards was absolutely kicking the crap out of him for that first round, and it was a complete mismatch, and he's obviously calling for that rematch after screaming with an eye poke. Went down like he'd been shot in the face. Now I get it, eye pokes are really bad, but he's the first person I've ever seen scream and start crying, which was a bit bizarre. And then started calling Leon out for it. It's like, hang on a sec, Leon just, you walked it, in a way you walked it, it's just, whatever. Beats Damian Maia, which is not impressive at all these days, unfortunately, with the old man Damian, who shouldn't be fighting anyway anymore. There's 1,000 ways to beat Damian Maia. Now, once the blueprint got set, easy peasy essentially for a lot of people. He's a very one-dimensional fighter. You're gonna outstrike him every time. Any person with a little bit of striking is gonna beat Damian Maia on the feet, but stay away from the ground. It's a clear, simple game plan, and most people these days can avoid that. Wonderboy to me is coming off a really good couple of years, because I know he lost to Gilbert Burns. He caused Gilbert Burns some trouble in that fight, and Gilbert Burns we know is a top dog in this division. He really is. One of the few to rock Kamaru. He pushed Kamaru to the floor almost, and Kamaru bounced straight back up, much like a Rumble DC kind of flash knockdown. And then obviously Kamaru took over and finished him with a jab. But Wonderboy beats Jeff Neal. Big statement. Jeff Neal's a very durable, very good plodder, I'm going to call him. Plods along, but he's got heavy hands. He's got a great high kick on him, left high kick especially, Frank Camacho-esque. But there's also a good win in that, which is Vicente Luque, which is showing as a really nice win these days, because Vicente is amazing. Anyone that doesn't like Vicente Luque, I feel really bad for you, because Vicente Luque is just, he's going to be up there soon, and he's going to be mentioned around the title shot for years to come. Vicente Luque is awesome, and Stephen is, I want to say he's like 37, 38 years old now. He's not Wonder Boy anymore, he's definitely Wonder Man, but he's still a fan favourite. He's the nicest guy ever. And it's a real curious matchup between him and Belal. So Belal's obviously going to want to put the pressure on. That's what he does. He pressures fighters into and cuts off cages. That's how he implements his game plan. He likes to land heavy shots. Goes for the body quite well, to be honest with you. But there's not a crazy amount of mix-up lately in his games, which is going to be a little troublesome. He's going to have to implement a lot of mixed signals towards Stephen Thompson. He's going to have to get Stephen thinking about multiple things, because Stephen is going to be landing that switch kick. He's going to be landing that. He loves the turning body side kick and the standing body side kick. That's his thing. He loves to poke you with... He uses his feet as jabs. His kicking is his jab game. That side kick is a complete enigma to people that have not studied the karate game. Not saying I have studied the karate game. Watching a lot of karate combat does not... it shows you the kick more, but it doesn't... as a Muay Thai guy, it's not really something you see too much. You see more T-pin, you see more front kicks, more than side kicks itself. So I can see Stephen Thompson using that a lot, and I can see this kind of going out how, if you remember how he beat Johnny Hendricks up, he used that turning side kick and the normal side kick and his sniper shot of a left hand at the time. I think he was standing southpaw. It just side kicked him into the fence, hit him with one shot, and then turning kicked him as well at the same time, and shut Johnny Hendricks down. I can definitely see Stephen Thompson kind of backing Belal up or counter-striking him, where Belal gets a little mystique out, goes towards the cage, and then he can just kind of unload, because Stephen's really good at unloading with those kicks. His shot accuracy with these kicks is incredible, and not to mention, he'll then turn and spin it high. He'll land these body shots, body shot after body shot. Belal will cover up, and then something go up top, that hit him in the dome. Calf kicks should be a real problem. Belal needs to implement calf kicks in this. Calf kicks this year and last year, I would say, have been like the move of the year. Benson Henderson kind of created the trend, but never really did the damage that people are doing nowadays with them. Demetrius Johnson completely shut off Cejudo's left leg in that fight. for what, 7 minutes of the fight, and then Cejudo, being the animal he is, came back and, you know, kind of dictated the next couple rounds. Belal can definitely get to Stephen Thompson, cut away that lead leg, because Stephen stands so heavy on it. He moves in and out, he darts, but when he doesn't dart, which is rare, he leads very heavy. When he throws the hands, he's leaning heavy on that front leg, and you're going to have to take advantage of that and completely wipe it away, and that will stop him doing the turns. It will stop him leaning on that leg to do the spin. But it's going to be so much easier said than done, because Stephen is one of the best strikers in the division. You know, he went razor close with Darren Till, and in that fight, I scored that a draw, and I'm a massive Till fan. I scored that fight a draw. I thought it was very even. The knockdown at the end isn't enough for me to, you know, flash knockdown straight back up. It's not enough to call the whole fight to them. You know, he lost to Anthony Pettis in a crazy Superman punch KO, but other than that, he's kind of beat everyone. You know, beat the crap out of Jorge Masvidal. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Jorge's this." Or, watch that fight. Didn't lay a glove on Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson smashed him to bits. The only thing I'll say about Stephen Thompson, and it might be age related, is that he just needs to fight more. If he wants that title shot, if he wants a rematch with any of the big boys, with Gilbert, if he wants to fight Leon, fight more. Same as Leon, fight more. That's all it is. These people, Kamaru's a champion, he's fighting the most out of anyone in the division. It's mental. So there's my take on it, guys. Stephen Thompson for me, all day long. I think he's going to dictate the pace. Distance management is better than most people in the division, nearly everyone in the division, especially Belal. Belal's not beaten anyone near the competition Stephen's been fighting, let alone just beating up himself. So I think Belal's got a big task ahead of him. I don't see him landing one-shot knockout on Stephen, and I think Stephen's going to win a decision in this. I think because it's a 3-round fight, I think Stephen's going to pick him apart, win a 30-27, maybe a 30-26. I think he'll really smash him to bits, to be honest with you. But I'd love to hear what you guys think.